morning. I'm Carlton Sharp, pastor of Faith Christian Center Church, right here in Beaumont, Texas. And we're here on what's happening in our neighborhood. And today, my special guest is Mr. Albert A.J. Turner. Welcome, Albert.
Welcome. Thank you. Thank you.
AJ, man, I got to call you AJ.
Yes, please do. Please do. Please do.
Hey, AJ, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I'm Albert A.J. Turner. I was born and raised in Beaumont, Texas. I went off to Wiley College on a full basketball scholarship, and I became the SGA president at my school, president of the debate team, captain of the debate team, president of my fraternity, and captain of the basketball team.
AJ, you can hoop like that, man.
I had a little something, man. I had a little something.
So after you graduated, you came back home.
Yes, I think it's very key because we don't see a lot of our age group return back to the community that we were raised in, especially in Beaumont. So I decided to come back home and invest into my community that's invested so much into me.
Now, when you talk about investment, you actually are an entrepreneur.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So tell us a little bit about your business savvy.
Okay, I'm an entrepreneur. I have my own marketing company that I started while I was a parole officer. I was a parole officer for 8 years, but my company started to make more money than I was making as a parole officer.
Wow.
So after praying about it and talking with my wife, I decided to take on it full time, and it has taken off.
Wow. So now, AJ, you have made a decision to run for city council. So tell us what position you're running for.
I'm running for city council at large, and I made this conscious decision to run for this because I understand that in order to affect positive change, you have to really have a seat at that table.
So can you explain to our viewers today the process of them electing a city council person at large?
Well, I want to explain. I want to make it very transparent that city council at large means you can live anywhere in the city of Beaumont, Texas and vote for me. Not only me, but you have the option to vote for another candidate. Please educate yourself on all the candidates and make the best decision for people who will better serve the community as a whole, the entire community. Don't make the decision based upon a friend or a classmate.
Right.
Let's put the best people in place to make the proper decisions for our community.
Yeah, and one of the things that our viewers need to understand is that you can vote for the mayor, you can vote for the city council in your ward, and then you can vote for 2 at-large positions.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Right?
Yes, sir.
And
correct.
so why is this election so important, AJ?
This election is so important because you can literally look at how many candidates are running. When the last time have we had this many candidates running at a city council race?
In your particular group, it's 7 of you guys
7
running for
total.
at large.
7 total.
Wow.
And I'm the youngest by an average of 20 years.
So why at your age did you want to run for city council now?
Well, I'm a big advocate of age doesn't make you mature.
Yeah.
You can be literally 65 years old and still immature. So I don't feel like age has anything to do with maturity. Once you're at that mature level, you're at that level. And it can happen at 25 or 60.
Yeah. So what unique skills do you bring to the council race, and then if you win, to the council?
Well, it's one thing that I'm great at. I'm great at bringing people together and helping them have a great time. I'm an advocate of unity, active feeling being as one. So when you see everyone come together from every walk of life and have a great time, that's what I'm good at doing. I want to see our community come together, and I got events and things I can do to make that happen.
So what are some of the biggest issues that you see that we need to address in our city?
Well, one of the biggest issues is our taxpayers not feeling transparent about what's going on with their money. So I really feel like we need to be very transparent in our investments and our decisions. We need to take ownership when we do not make the proper decisions and make sure we take all the steps to make the proper decisions in the future.
Yeah, and so how could you as a city council person better serve the citizens of Beaumont?
Well, I'm glad you asked me that because with the fact of me having my own marketing company, my job is to look at companies' numbers and analyze those numbers based upon what are you doing? Is it a good ROI? Are you getting a good return on your investment? I get to look at those numbers and tell you, well, maybe if you do this, you can get this type of return on your investment. And a lot of times, if you can't have different types of eyes looking on these projects, you won't be able to make the proper decisions on where this money should go or what may be a better way to make this project that may have failed turn around and make it be a positive transaction.
So what are you planning on doing on the council to promote growth and development for Beaumont?
It's amazing you asked that because we talk about growth and development, and our senior generation is here. They're here. But what we're doing is we're losing our younger population daily. And I see a lot of people speak on how we're going to retain our youth, but it's hard to retain the youth if you don't have a relationship with the youth and the rising stars. And I actually have a relationship with those kids at Lamar and those high school students. I'm a big advocate on all campuses, and I do a lot for the kids and the youth and the entrepreneurs and people in my age group in the community.
Wow. And so how's your campaign going right now?
Man, it's a blessing. It is totally a blessing, man. And I can humbly say I do thank God for all the support I'm getting, all the advice I'm getting, even the negative energy that I'm getting, because all it does is motivate me to go even harder.
Wow. So the election is April the 22nd.
Yes, sir.
Early voting starts April 22nd. So
Early voting.
What would you like to tell the people out there for early voting?
Early voting, April 22nd. I need you all to get to the polls. I need you all to stop talking about it if you're not going to be about it. How can you complain about a problem and not doing nothing when you have the opportunity to do something about that? Early voting is very key. We need you to get to the polls early. I need every age group, every walk of life. Even if you're not voting for me, go vote for someone. Let your voice be heard, because that's our right.
Wow. And so many people, the last statistic that I heard was for the city elections, it was only 13% of eligible voters actually went out and voted.
And that's another thing I wanted to hammer on. For the city elections, I mean, our population has stayed around 119, 120,000 for the past 30 years.
Wow.
So I'm like, wow, that's unfortunate. But if you go look at our City of Beaumont social media Facebook page, which is a big advocate of the way you get news out, we're sitting at right at 7,600 people.
Wow.
And I mean, we have 120,000 people out here. So it's less than 10%. So we got to build our following, man. And I feel like the only way we can do that is we got to promote different ways for people to know information. And social media is a big tool, and we need to take advantage of it.
So in your closing remarks, what would you like to tell the people today?
I would like to tell the people, get out and vote. Let your voice be heard. Don't support me because you may feel like you like me, I'm your friend, I'm your classmate. Support me because you feel like I'll be the best person for the job. I stand for youth engagement, economic development, infrastructure, and reduced crime. As a parole officer, I understand how it feels to be on both sides of the fence. As an entrepreneur, I understand how to make proper investments in order to make anything move into the right direction. I'm asking for your support. If you can't give me support, I need your prayers, and I definitely need your vote.
Well, listen, I want to thank Albert A.J. Turner for coming today to talk to us on what's happening in our neighborhood. And remember, early voting begins April the 22nd. The election day is May 4th. Get out and vote. Now, once again, thank you for joining us on what's happening in our neighborhood. We'll see you next time on our broadcast.
I'm Albert A.J. Turner, and I'm running for City Councilman at large. I believe the only way to make this community better and stronger is to be unified from all 4 wards to every race, nationality, creed, and walk of life. We can create strong youth engagement, economic development, infrastructure, and reduce crime. Vote for me, Albert A.J. Turner, for City Councilman at large. I am striving to create unity for all. I am Albert A.J. Turner, and I approve this message.